I'm so happy to have Chief with us today, and he and I have been talking a lot about what we need to know in order to deal with all of the immigration and ICE activity that is happening in our city right now and on our campuses and centers potentially. So Chief, could you talk just a little bit about some things that would be really important for employees to know?
Yes, I'll also include the students. So
Yes,
thanks for inviting me to speak about this subject, because it's a major topic that everyone should be aware of and know how to respond. So first and foremost, everyone needs to make sure to go into their Banner accounts and make sure their emergency text area is populated with your cell phone number. Also, your emergency number should have a text phone number or a cell phone number so we can text you in an emergency. So basically, those numbers will be used for our rave messages that I would send out for all emergencies. But specifically, I want to talk about the ICE emergency response alert. So once you have done that, for employees, if we come across or are approached by anyone from ICE, representing ICE, we want to definitely confirm who they are first. And try to get their personal information, their work ID to confirm that it's ICE. And then you will get a hold of the Chancellor or myself. If you're working at a center, you'd contact your dean. But for any reason, if you're uncomfortable making contact with that ICE person or talking to them because now they approached you, you can also contact your supervisor for your supervisor to talk to the ICE representative.
And Chief, if they don't give their ID, what would your team do then? Because if the employee's trying to verify it, but they don't get presented with any ID?
So if you're not getting any ID, that means the ICE officer isn't cooperating. I would still try to confirm who they are, but don't get in their way. Don't interfere with why they're there. Get a supervisor or the dean, right, to make contact with that person, and also myself. You can call me. I'll be listing my cell phone for everybody to contact me. And then ultimately we will be getting a hold of the Chancellor. If needed, I would pick up the Chancellor and drive her to a center so we can meet with ICE. The Chancellor is the only one that can receive warrants or court orders from ICE. No one else is allowed to pick up, to receive that order. So from there, you'll contact me or the Chancellor. I will confirm that from you or another officer that I'll have show up that this person is representing ICE. When we confirm that, the reason why we needed your cell phone numbers and put it in the Banner, I will send out an emergency rave message. One, it'll note message is confirmed, date and time, and then I'll note the location, and then I'll note the numbers to contact either the Chancellor or the Dean, and then also recommend your cooperation.
Chief, can we talk a little bit about, there's things, so these are things that we do to make sure that we are complying with the new Senate bill, but also just to make sure everyone is safe by notifying everyone right away. We do know that because of federal law, no one is allowed to impede immigration officials. We have to stay out of their way. They may or may not have a warrant. They may or may not be, following our processes, but we can't impede. But what some things that we can do and some things that we should do. So because the city of San Francisco is a sanctuary city, our campus, our Board of Trustees has designated us as a sanctuary campus, and because California has different laws as well, we know that while we can't impede, we absolutely do not assist immigration. So what are some things we should not, they can ask us questions, but we should not tell them or not give them certain information.
Yeah, we're not allowed to provide any information about our employees, our students whatsoever. The minimum contact you're going to have is just confirming who they are to provide them information for either the dean or the Chancellor to communicate to you. That's all you're going to do. You're not answering any other questions. You don't have to answer any other questions. They have access to all public spaces like anyone else, like any other new student or new employee. They can walk around the campus and have access to all public spaces. They don't have access to like classrooms and offices or behind counters. But if they should, I recommend do not impede their progress into those areas. Just stand aside. If you can always record or take pictures of what's going on and then relay that information to myself or to the Chancellor. We do not want our employees getting involved in interfering with ICE for safety concerns, and we don't want any issues. So just stand back and let them do their job.
Thank you so much, Chief. I really appreciate that. And so I know you're going to be sending out a message, as you said, with your cell phone and things like that. And we're going to be sending a lot of this information out to all employees as well as students. But if people have questions, once they get that, then they can feel free to call you, or they can call me at my office as well. And we're happy to answer any questions. So the most important thing is for everyone to be safe. We want all of you to be safe and to comply with what we have to do, but to, again, not assist ICE in any way.
And we will be sending information out quarterly about how to respond to ICE and other resources to district policy regarding these areas. We have a website dedicated on the Dream Center website under Immigration Enforcement that we'll be encouraging our employees and students to review.
Thank you so much, Chief. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Chancellor.
Thank you.